Hello there, it's Sarah from Paper Lovely. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be working with some leftovers from a pretty old collection. It is called Confetti Wishes by Pink Paislee. I actually made some birthday cards with this back in the day, if you look back in my very, very old videos. I loved this collection from the moment I got my hands on it. It has some really beautiful purples. Just the mix of these tropical colors, but with some pastels, are really, really lovely. So when I did the Just the Cuts video for the Spellbinders Tropical Friends Small Die Kit of the Month, I thought this would go perfectly with the leftovers that I have from this collection. So it's been sitting out on my desk for a while. I finally sat down and did a bunch of crafting, and I took a sheet from the pattern paper that had basically a really good mix of all of the different colors that were included, and I matched these up. I'm using all Stamp Market cardstock today, and the colors I used are Cotton Candy, Cheeky, Papaya, Peach, Melon, Mango, Lemon Curd, Curry, Meadow, Leafy, Fresh Mint, Julep, Emerald, Soft Berry, and Tea Berry. I know that is a ton of colors. But I wanted to pull in as much as I could to make match for this, to give lots and lots of options when I was creating all of my birds. So I know I'm moving this video along really slowly. I had to adjust the timing, otherwise we were going to jump right into making the first card. But I gave you a list of all the colors there, and I am going to go ahead and cut out one of the toucans and one of the parrots from each of these colors. And when I did that, I went through and I basically cut everything out, one of everything in each of these colors. And then I sat down and mixed and matched them together to come up with lots of different variety of these rainbow tropical birds. And I did film some of that. I will probably edit that as a process video for those of you who like to watch that. But I'm going to leave that out for the sake of time in this video. So speeding things up here, let's go ahead and jump into our first card. I've got some pattern paper trimmed to 4x5 1/4. This is a really pretty sort of grid kind of accounting style paper that's a few different tones of a really pretty shade of purple. And I'm laying that down on the top of my card. I then have a frame, and guys, this is honestly why I save everything. This frame is left over from the original cards that I made years ago. I used the inside of the die, but never the frame portion of it, and it worked perfectly with this one. And it's also why I have no space in my craft stash. Like, it's literally just brimming full of stuff because I never want to throw things away, but right here is a great reason why I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and line this with some foam strips. I'll peel away the backing, and then I'm going to place that here on the top of my card. I just wanted to have this frame popped up a little bit to give some dimension. So I fooled around with this a little bit. I did find what worked easiest for me was to kind of turn the card upside down, line up one edge here, and then once I was sure I had that in the proper place, I'll go ahead and peel away the rest of the backing and then press that down as well. There we go. And now I've got two of my birds, as well as a chipboard piece from the collection. I'm going to lay these and layer them. I really loved the way that these birds layered together so well. I wanted to show off that long tail of the parrot, so I've got him somewhat on top, but really they just kind of fit together perfectly. So there is a sticky back to this chipboard, but I always like to add a little bit of my art glitter glue behind. I just feel that it really helps it stick down to the card better. I'm going to grab this toucan first because he's in the back. I'm going to slide him into place. And then I do have, when I created the birds, I have the wing of the toucan popped up with a foam dot, and I have the beak and wing of the parrot popped up with a foam dot, just to give a little bit of extra dimension. Add some glue. I'm specifically making sure to hit those little feet. Those are attached with the tiniest bit of glue dot, so I want to make sure that nothing's gonna, accidentally come apart if it gets knocked, and also they're a really small, thin piece that could easily get bent, so I want to make sure that's down nice and tight. For the inside, I've got my usual Nina paper, also trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4, and I went with one of the stickers that says "Party Hard." I used my ruler there to make sure it was nice and straight. I'll add some ATG to the back and pop that on the inside of my card. And that will complete card number 1. Here for card number 2, again, I've got some pattern paper trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4. Gonna add some ATG to the back, and I will place that down in the middle. I've got another piece of chipboard, this one that says Sparkle, and I pulled out one of the stickers that just reads birthday. Lining up my 2 birds here, making sure I have everything the way I'd like it, and I'm making sure that that tail isn't going to stick off the edge of my card. I'm fine with it going to the edge, but I just want to make sure it's not going to be hanging off at all so it doesn't get scrunched. Again, I'll peel off that sticky backing here, add some art glitter glue to the back, and then I'll press that into place. And then I'll add some art glitter glue to the back of both of my birds. Again, making sure I am getting some glue on those tiny little feet. Also making sure on my parrot to make sure I've got glue to the very bottom of those feathers, tail feathers. And then as I press him down, I'm just going to hold those tail feathers down to make sure that they're nice and tight. Finally, I will add my sticker so that my sentiment will read Birthday Sparkle. Again, for the inside, I am going with one of the stickers. This reads Happy Day. I'll add some ATG to the back, place that panel on the inside of my card base. And that will complete card number 2. For card number 3, I'm using this really bold, bright palm leaf pattern paper. Again, ATG, adding that to the top of my card base. I just love this pattern paper. It's so vibrant. I've again got a piece of the chipboard and 2 of my birds I'm going to layer together. I'll add some art glitter glue to the back of this. And place that down. And then again, layer our birds. So this time I decided I wanted to pop up the birds and have them even with that chipboard piece. So I have added some foam dots to the back here, adding a little of that art glitter glue to the feet, And I'm going to perch those feet right on top of this chipboard piece. Now do the same thing here for my parrot. Just perching him right on the edge. And again, I'll make sure that tail is glued down nice and tight as well. For the inside, I went with a sticker that reads Best Day Ever. I'll add that ATG to the back and pop that on the inside of the card. And that will complete card number 3. For card number 4, I've got this pretty paisley background. Again, adding that here with some ATG to the top of my card base. Then I've got a sticker here with a pretty gold outline on it. And I really liked this because it's not a perfect circle. It's sort of a wonky hand-drawn circle. I love the look of that. I'm going to place that down just slightly off center. And then I have 2 chipboard pieces that I'm going to line up to sort of go around the edge there. I'm going to glue this larger piece with the florals down first. And then I've got this smaller palm leaf popped up. And I'm going to layer the stem portion of that sort of over this side of the first piece. I wanted to give this sort of a continuous look, that this was all one cluster of leaves and flowers. I'm just using one of the parrots on this one. I have again popped up just the top portion of the parrot to keep that even with my chipboard, and then added some art glitter glue on the bottom to make sure those feet and that tail are tucked down nice and tight. And I've perched him again sort of on the stem of that palm leaf. I'm then grabbing a sticker and I'm going to add, this reads Sending Love. And for the inside, this one reads Happy Birthday to You. We'll add some ATG, pop that on the inside of our card base. And that will complete card number 4. For card number 5, I'm again going to be using a frame that is left over from the previous cards I had made. I've got some patterned paper trimmed to 4x5 1/4, added some ATG to that. I'm going to place that down in the center of the top of my card base. And then my frame, I should tell you, this is cut from, it's using an older die set called Blueprints 32 from MISTI. You guys have seen me use this before. And it trims out a 1/4 inch wide frame, and then the inside measures 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm cutting my paper slightly larger just to give myself a little leeway as I put this frame down. But I will do this exactly the same way that I did the last one. I'm going to take some of these foam strips and I'll run those right along the edge of my frame. I will peel away the backing on one side, place that down, and then once I have it in the correct position, I will peel away the rest and slowly press those each into place. I've grabbed 2 of these chipboard presents. I really liked these with their little tags. One says birthday cheer and the other says surprise. So the first one I glued directly down onto my card base. The second one I'm going to pop up with some pop dots. Well, I should say sort of half of it pop dots, and then I'm going to layer this slightly over the first one that I put down. So that'll keep it nice and even. Press that into place. So I'm just trying to keep sort of the sides between the frame and the edge of the presents even. That's how I'm placing those down. I'm going to again pop up my bird. And I'm going to perch his little feet right on the edge of that present. Almost forgot my glue there, but thankfully I remembered. And again, we're just going with one of the parrots this time. For the inside, my sticker reads, "Make a wish." And you guessed it, we're going to add some ATG to the back of that panel and place that on the inside of the card base. And that will complete card number 5 and all of the cards for today. Here are a few close-ups of the finished cards. In the description box below, you'll find my blog post, which has additional photos and links to the supplies I've used. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.